Hello class, your first exam is right around the corner, so I wanted to give you one more run through of how Yuja Verity is going to work for those of you that have chosen it as your proctor. As a reminder, all of your exams, so that's the 4-unit exams and the final exam, must be taken in the presence of an approved proctor. So that's either the Yuja Verity, which will record through your webcam and it will record your desktop, or you can use the Wahpeton or Fargo testing centers. And if none of those will work, please reach out to me and we'll find you an alternative that will work for you to take your assessments. So for those of you that have chosen Yuja, you're just going to open the Yuja Verity portal for each of your exams. This will be the same portal you use each time. If you scroll down just a little bit, you should see the Unit 1 exam and you're going to hit the Start button. Hopefully you've already gone through that trial quiz. That is not graded, but it is a great opportunity to make sure that all the software works with your computer before you actually are sitting down and taking the exam. It's just one less thing to worry about. So you're going to hit Start Assessment, and that will start the screen recording. Mine is running pretty slow, probably because I'm running my screen capture and the Yuja at the same time. Hopefully yours will not be that slow. But if it is, just give it a minute. Some other things that you can do to help it run a little bit faster. If you're on Wi-Fi, you could try to get closer to your router, or if possible, you could use a wired connection. That should speed up the process, but just be patient. Even if it takes 30 seconds or so, it should eventually work. I highly recommend that you use Chrome as your browser because you have to be in incognito mode in order for excuse me, the software to work. So I already set mine up because I did that trial quiz. This is the point with which you'll set up your camera. Make sure that your camera is working and that you can see everything you need to see around you. So that includes your desktop, your eyes, and you will at some point do kind of a 360 view of your environment just to show me that there isn't anything funny going on. This is the screen that throws off some students, so you'll want to pick entire screen and then just click on the entire screen to confirm and then click share. So this little dialog box that pops up can be another source of a flag, so you do not want to click stop sharing at any point or it will shut off the exam and you have to start over. So in order to prevent you from accidentally clicking it, I would recommend you hit this hide button and it will just go away. Because if at any point during the exam you stop screen sharing, it will shut down the exam. So here's that room scan. What I would recommend is that you just pick up your computer and you turn it in a 360 degree motion. Show me your desktop, your workspace, and just show me all parts of your room. Once you're done, I would recommend that you kind of shift your computer back a little bit so that I can continuously see your eyes, your desktop, and just kind of your immediate environment. So the next step is to take a picture of some type of ID that has your name and your picture on it. So this can be your student ID or it can be your driver's license, whatever you feel comfortable with. Then you're going to take a picture of your face. Just so I, as an instructor, can compare the two. Those are going to upload real quick. So the last couple steps of setup, it's just going to tell you that no new tabs will be opened except for the one that should pop open when you hit the Start Assessment button. So I have set it up to just reopen Blackboard for you. So essentially the Yuja Verity proctoring, which is this tab, will just be kind of running in the background. I would recommend that you just put it off to the side and then you can go and open your exam. At no point should you go off of this tab because that will pop up as like a major flag. But again, I will be reviewing all of those flags. So if you do accidentally do it, not a big deal. If it might pop up and say, error, you left the assessment, just go in and try again. You should be able to resume it if you haven't used up your time, or you can email me and I can reset it for you. The software is a little bit clunky and it doesn't work as smoothly as I would like, but it is a great resource for those of you that don't want to go and find a physical proctor. That way you can take your exam whenever you want in the middle of the night, at a moment's notice, and not have to worry about scheduling with another human to be there with you. So I'm just going back into the Blackboard course, and now I will go find the exam that I want to take. Keep in mind it is recording this whole time. Come on. There it goes. And so I'm just going to open up my exam. Hopefully you have the passwords that I sent out close by. There we go. And when I hit this launch button, this is where it can get a little tricky with the Verity software because it is going to open a new tab, but it's a tab that I have allowed it to open. And just make sure that you don't leave that tab once it does finally open. I must have a lot of devices on my Wi-Fi this morning because this is very, very slow. It should take you less than 5 minutes to do this whole setup process once you get the hang of it. Hopefully your Wi-Fi is a lot faster than mine. There it goes. Okay, so notice now that I hit the open assessment box, that little Verity box is gone, but it is still recording you. It's still recording you through your webcam and it's recording your desktop. So now you can type in that password that I emailed and sent as a course message, and it should just automatically open your exam. So if anything pops up like this update password thing, do not touch it. Just leave it alone, because if I click on this right now, it's going to say that I'm going off of the assessment and that it is that's going to be a major flag, and it might even kick me out. So if possible, just ignore it. Hopefully you don't have any pop-ups like that occur. So here's the information for your test, all of the things that could possibly be on there. You're going to see the answer as you go. You get 2 attempts per question, just like on your quiz. Each question is 2 points. So if you don't get it right with your first attempt, the second attempt will be worth 1 point, and it will be automatically put into the gradebook. So once I hit start, it will start my 60-minute timer. I've never had anybody have issues with not having enough time. If the timer is something that gives you problems, just talk to me and we can figure something out. So at that point, the question should load. Once you get all the way to the end, you can close this window. And it should be able to submit assessment at the very last part. And when I close this tab, I can go back to my Verity tab and click End Assessment. At that point, it will submit the videos and all those pictures and stuff that you took, and you should be good to go. Oh, my camera is having a hard time. But that should be it for your Yuja Verity. There is, hopefully this is a great alternative for you guys so you don't have to actually drive to campus or find another proctor. If you can't get it to work, please reach out. It works almost all of the time, and hopefully yours is a little bit faster than mine. Okay, so reach out with any questions, and we'll see you guys next week.